Hey everyone! If you love wildlife, you're in for a real treat. Today I'm taking you on a quick tour through one of India's wildest wonders, Nehru Zoological Park in Hyderabad. This place isn't just a zoo, it's a 380-acre stretch of pure adventure, packed with lush greenery and a fascinating history. It all began back in 1959 and opened its gates in '63, right beside the ancient Miralam tank, a dam with 24 impressive arches built over 2 centuries ago. But here's what makes Nehru Zoo stand out. The animals here aren't just behind cages. Many roam in open enclosures, as close to their wild homes as possible. That means when you visit, you're not just looking at wildlife, you're stepping into their world. Nehru Zoo is a leader in conservation and breeding. They're famous for boosting populations of media group, Asiatic lions in zoo enclosure, Royal Bengal tigers resting in natural habitat, big cats at Indian Zoo at stock at distribute_equally, Asiatic lions, Royal Bengal tigers, and even the elusive mouse deer, spotted deer, black bucks, and sambar born here have actually been released back into the wild. And get this, they've bred everything from media group, Indian rhinoceros in zoo, elephants with calves at zoo, large mammals in spacious enclosures at stock at distribute_equally, giant rhinos and elephants, to exotic creatures like orangutans, jaguars, and macaws. Every visit is a chance to see rare and endangered animals up close, and maybe even catch a glimpse of the next generation taking its first steps. So if you're in Hyderabad, don't miss Nehru Zoological Park. It's not just a zoo, it's a living, breathing testament to India's incredible wildlife. Ready to explore? Let's go wild.
The story of Nehru Zoological Park begins with a simple idea. It was a vision to create a better home for animals. Before this park existed, the animals lived in a much smaller zoo. This older zoo was located in the public gardens of Hyderabad. It was clear that the animals needed more space. They needed a place that felt more like their natural homes. So in the year 1959, a very important decision was made. The government decided to move the zoo. They found a new, much larger area for the animals to live in. This was the first step towards creating the wonderful park we see today. The new location was carefully chosen. It was a beautiful place near a large lake called Miralam Tank. This area was perfect for a modern zoo. It had plenty of space and a lovely natural setting. The work to build the new zoo began right away. It took several years to prepare everything. Finally, on the 6th of October in 1963, the park was ready. It opened its gates to the public for the first time. The park was named after Jawaharlal Nehru, who was India's first Prime Minister. He loved nature and animals very much. So, it was a fitting name for this new and special place. The size of the new park was truly impressive. It covers a very large area of about 380 acres. This is a huge space full of trees and open land. The location next to the Miralam tank is very special. The lake itself is very old, built more than 200 years ago. It adds to the beauty of the park. The water from the lake helps to keep the area green and cool. This large green space provides a wonderful environment not just for the zoo animals, but also for many wild birds and small creatures that live there naturally. From the very beginning, the plan was to make this zoo different. The creators did not want to use old-fashioned cages. They wanted the animals to live in places that looked like their homes in the wild. This was a new way of thinking for zoos in India at that time. The large size of the park allowed them to build big, open spaces for the animals. This thoughtful planning has made Nehru Zoological Park a very popular and important place. It shows how much people cared about giving the animals a good life. It set a new standard for zoos across the country. One of the most wonderful things about Nehru Zoological Park is its natural landscape. The park was not built on empty land. It was created within an existing forest area. This means that many of the old trees and rocky areas were kept just as they were. When you walk through the park, you feel like you are walking in a real forest. This natural setting makes the park very beautiful. It is also very good for the animals. They can live in an environment that is similar to what they would find in the wild. This helps them to feel comfortable and safe in their homes. This beautiful, natural environment also attracts many wild birds. Because the park is so green and has the large Miralam tank nearby, it is a perfect home for them. Many different types of birds come here throughout the year. You can see colorful kingfishers, graceful pelicans, and many other species. They fly freely around the park and nest in the tall trees. This makes a visit to the zoo even more special. You are not only seeing the zoo animals, but also the wild birds that have chosen to make this park their home. It is a true paradise for anyone who loves watching birds. A key feature of the zoo is how the animals are housed. Instead of small metal cages, the zoo uses large, open enclosures. These enclosures are designed to look like the animals' natural habitat. For example, the area for the lions looks like a grassy plain. The space for the bears has rocks for them to climb on. To keep the animals safely inside their enclosures, the zoo uses deep moats. These are wide ditches that the animals cannot cross. This means there are no ugly bars blocking your view. You can see the animals clearly in a more natural setting. The zoo also takes great care of the animals' health. Every animal has a special diet plan. The zoo's experts decide what food each animal should eat to stay strong and healthy. They make sure the food is fresh and of good quality. This careful planning is very important for the well-being of the animals. It shows the zoo's commitment to providing the best possible care. From the open enclosures to the special diets, every detail is planned to make the animals' lives better. This makes Nehru Zoological Park a leader in animal welfare. Nehru Zoological Park is much more than just a place to see animals. It is also a very important center for wildlife conservation. The zoo runs several special breeding programs. These programs are designed to help endangered species. One of the zoo's most famous successes is with crocodiles. The zoo has been very successful in breeding different types of crocodiles. Many of the young crocodiles raised here have been released into the wild. This helps to increase their numbers in rivers and lakes where they were once disappearing. It is a wonderful example of how zoos can help save animals. The zoo has also had great success with breeding large cats. It is famous for its work with both lions and tigers. The zoo has successfully bred many African and Asiatic lions. It is also one of the few zoos in the world to have bred white tigers. These beautiful animals are very rare. The breeding programs for these majestic cats are very important. They help to ensure that future generations will be able to see these incredible creatures. The zoo's work helps to maintain a healthy and diverse population of these animals in captivity. The breeding programs at the zoo are not limited to big animals. The zoo also works to protect smaller but equally important species. For example, they have a breeding program for vultures. Vultures are very important for the environment, but their numbers have dropped a lot. The zoo is helping to breed them in a safe place. They also have breeding programs for different types of deer, like the lovely spotted deer. The zoo has been so successful that it often has many young animals. These animals are sometimes released into wildlife sanctuaries to strengthen wild populations. This success extends to many different animals from all over the world. The zoo has successfully bred both Indian and exotic species. This shows that the zoo's staff have great knowledge and skill in caring for a wide variety of animals. To keep the animal populations healthy, the zoo also participates in exchange programs. It sends some of its animals to other zoos in India, and even in other countries. In return, it receives new animals. This helps to prevent inbreeding and keeps the genetic pool strong and diverse for all the animals. Nehru Zoological Park has earned a wonderful reputation. It is known across India and around the world. It is seen as one of the best and most progressive zoos in Asia. This reputation comes from its dedication to animal welfare and conservation. The zoo's modern design, with its open enclosures and natural settings, has inspired many other zoos. It showed that it was possible to create a place that was good for both the animals and the visitors. The zoo's focus on education also helps people learn about wildlife and why it is so important to protect it. The zoo's success in breeding endangered species is a key part of its legacy. By breeding animals like tigers, lions, and crocodiles, the zoo plays a direct role in the fight against extinction. These programs are like a safety net for animals that are in danger in the wild. The zoo provides a safe place for them to live and have babies. This work is vital for the future of many species. The release of zoo-bred animals into protected sanctuaries is a powerful testament to the zoo's contribution to real-world conservation efforts in the field. The variety of life at the zoo is truly astounding. It is home to hundreds of species, from the mighty Indian elephant to the smallest of birds. This rich collection of Indian and exotic animals makes it a very important place for research and learning. Scientists and students can come here to study animal behavior in a semi-natural environment. This helps us to understand animals better. It also helps us find new ways to protect them. The zoo's role as a living library of biodiversity is incredibly valuable for our planet's future. In conclusion, Nehru Zoological Park is a shining example of what a modern zoo can be. It is not just a place for entertainment. It is a powerful force for good in the world of wildlife conservation. Through its thoughtful design, its dedicated care for animals, and its successful breeding programs, the zoo makes a real difference. It protects our planet's precious wildlife. It inspires a love for nature in everyone who visits. The zoo stands as a beacon of hope, showing that humans can and must work to protect the other wonderful creatures that share our world.